little brony, my little brony, comb his ponytail.
That's a vagina.
From the My Little Pony films.
I made a video exactly like this topic around a year ago, but that video is absolutely trash, so I'ma redo it.
Now, don't assume weird shit yet. I haven't put Rainbow Dash in a jar, okay? I'll do that later.
What the fuck was I on? And I also feel like that video was kind of rushed and I didn't get to talk about everything I wanted to talk about. So this is my chance to do it now. And it's about fucking My Little Pony. How sad.
My little pony, my little pony.
I mean, do I really need to talk about My Little Pony? Everyone knows what the fuck it is. Even middle-aged men, which is apparently the target demographic.
Don't forget about Pinkie Pie. It's not all about Rainbow Dash.
I would know, because I was a fucking brony. My Little Pony is a series that had many iterations in the past, but in this video specifically, we're gonna be talking about G4, which is the 4th iteration. And just like any other cartoons, it attracted some fucking weirdos out there, I'll tell you that.
That's fine with me, Starlight responded.
Now kiss me, you big doofus.
Starlight never thought.
But in no absolute way all the bronies were weirdos. It's just that the weirdos were always the bronies. Now what the fuck is a brony? I've been telling y'all brony this, brony that. What is a brony? Now essentially a brony is an unexpected adult fan base for My Little Pony, I guess. And they just kind of gave themselves the name bronies. Bro and pony. Fuck, I'm in college, by the way, and I need to explain this shit. Now, for a topic that I have to do a deep dive on, I certainly do have to indulge myself in it. Yes, I was a fucking brony back then, alright? Get off my dick. Now, you might be wondering, how did a cool person like me get into My Little fucking Pony back then? Well, I got into it because of the fucking movie, and you gotta realize, October of 2017, there was nothing else to fucking watch. What was it? Happy Death Day? Who the fuck even watched that shit?
All I wanted was a Happy Death Day DVD. All I wanted was a Happy Death Day DVD.
Came out of that theater feeling like Michael Jackson in the ending of the Michael movie, but like instead of like the awakening of myself, I awakened my weird fucking pony fucker self. But how weird was the brony fandom? Well, just to put it in a scale, you know the guy who sang this?
Let's try to make it right. Don't want to start a fight. And we're so sorry if we give you all your little pride.
Now I'm asking all y'all FNAF fans, do you love this song? If you said yes, this guy's a fucking pedophile!
Freddy and his pals soon performed the stage. They performed a lot of songs like Survive the Night, Hey Mr. Bassman, and then after a few songs, they interact with the kids, like giving them hugs. They interact with the kids, like giving them hugs.
I don't know about you guys, but I think this man knows up to something. I'm gonna discuss about that later on, but let's get to the shallow shit first. Let's not go too deep. Obviously, with the release of My Little Pony, that TV show was made for just selling merchandise, so they made a bunch when it came out. Now that's just something, isn't it? Now, all the children can recreate their favorite scenes from the show with all the toys they bought. Man, I am very happy for the kids who actually got to buy these merchandise.
Hello once again, I'm the Brony Reviewer.
Now obviously the adult fan base for this show didn't clear up the toy aisle and they didn't hog up all the merchandise, assuming that Hasbro mass-produced these merchandise. But it's just kind of funny to think when a kid wants to go up to their local toy aisle in Toys R Us searching for their favorite pony show, and then you just see this. One problem I do have is the rarity and demand for these merchandise. Take a look at this Nightmare Moon box set exclusive from Toys R Us. How much do you think it goes for right now? If you said $300 fucking dollars, you're correct.
$732,222,831. That's so outrageous.
Oh, what? Your favorite character is Derpy? That Derpy? That controversial fuck? Well, I sure got good news for you, because the only way you can really get her is if you attended the SDCC Comic-Con event at, oh, when was it? 2012! Oh, wait. You can't go to Comic-Con to buy this singular piece of merchandise? Well, don't worry. If you want Derpy, you can always go to the Toys R Us exclusive Queen Chrysalis playset. $649 fucking dollars.
$732,222,831. That's so outrageous.
I personally think these are outrageous prices for pieces of plastic, but then again, it's made by Hasbro, the same company who made the Marvel Legends Fin Fang Foom.
$732,222,831.
Now, obviously, these merchandise can't be so special, right? What's so special about them? I think one of the major factors is that these toys were released in the 2010s, which in my opinion is one of the highest prime time for toys. Look at Evan too, bro was moving like prime Mike Tyson. And since the show was popular and it was made for little freaking children back then, obviously a lot of MLP toys from back in the day did not last the time of day. And back then they also made a lot of the more fan servicey character or fan service playsets, but those were Toys R Us exclusives or Target exclusives, which you can just guess how that turned out. And don't get me started on custom plushies. I'm not gonna talk too long about this certain subject, but let's just say that custom plushies prices are even the lesser quality ones can go up to $60 or $70. I mean, understandably, it took a long time making that, but this is what you're selling.
I don't know what we're going to say about it, but it just looked too weird not to include. It's unfinished, obviously.
Custom plushies are just wild in this fandom, and maybe even in every single fandom, but while we're in the topic of custom plushies...
Grab a car. For what?
You don't have a Wonder Woman action figure, do you?
This is Lyra Heartstrings. She is one of the many beloved background characters of the show. And back in 2012, there was a plushie of her floating around the internet that was sold in a bid. And let me just get this straight. This plushie's a fuck doll.
Baby, you just blew my mind.
But of course, it's nothing too crazy, right? Every fandom has a fuck doll. Look at the Sally Acorn plush that was made out of real human bones, I think.
Aye.
But the reason why this specific plushie is infamous in the brony community is because the makers of this plush actually got into legal trouble with Hasbro. But then again, it's probably nothing too serious, only a cease and desist probably. Kinda reminds me of a certain someone.
This is a little Twilight Sparkle body pillow.
What the fuck?
It's just funny to me that a company like Hasbro, who normally doesn't really care about this sort of stuff, actually took action for this fuck doll.
I love kids. I have my own 2 kids. Both of them were created on purpose.
The person who won this auction actually went to the final BronyCon back in 2019, which the creator of the show, Lauren Faust herself, also attended to this BronyCon. And long story short, the guy who won the fucking bid brought the plushie and had it signed by her. Here's a picture of her holding it. And you know what's funny? The person who made her sign this Lyra plushie claimed that Lauren Faust herself knew about the history of this plush. Now, why would the creator of the show herself sign the fuck doll that she's already aware of? I don't fucking know. Ask herself.
Baby, you just blew my mind.
But then again, that's just the cost of if you have a popular kids TV show and the fan base is filled with middle-aged adults. Kinda reminds me of that one time there was a Q&A session with the cast of the show themselves, and this random dude starts calling one of the characters a molester, and the voice actors generally got pissed off.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure you're aware of Princess Celestia being portrayed as a tyrant, an internet troll, and God forbid, a molester. And Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy on occasion.
No.
I'm canceling this
Yeah,
question.
so I'm going to let you know from where I stand, the darker side of the fandom is not part of what I will talk about.
Okay, maybe getting pissed off is a little bit of an exaggeration, but why would you even ask that question, bro? Well, that's because the brony fandom tends to take things a little too seriously when it comes to their favorite little show.
My Little Pony, My Little Pony. Oh my god, it's so fucking cool. It's so fucking cool. You don't watch My Little Pony? Dude, you need to watch My Little Pony. Oh my god, you don't watch My Little Pony? What the fuck's wrong with you? Shut the fuck up.
For instance, look at when Twilight became an alicorn in Season 3. Alicorn is basically a mix of a unicorn and a Pegasus. Alicorns in the show are often depicted as having princess-level authority and royal fucks.
Do not touch the rat! Don't forget about Pinkie Pie.
And a lot of fans were unhappy with the decision of making her an alicorn because they think it's to just sell more toys and yada 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 fucking boo. It's a fucking show made to sell toys. I don't know what you expect here.
Number
one on the set is Pinkie Pie with color changing.
It's bad writing and it rushes things through of her becoming the princess that she's supposed to be. Like, bro, it's a fucking My Little Pony, bro. I don't think a lot of bronies watch My Little Pony for the writing of the show. I think they mainly watched it because why? Because it's fun. Because first season, if you show any like middle-aged adult men who like hunts deers and shit, they're not gonna be a fan of that shit because the writing's just okay.
What? It's called clopping.
Plus, I think a lot of people watch it because I think they do a very great job at doing world building since it's very expansive and grand, which differentiates it from shows like Bluey that has better writing but less world building because Bluey doesn't rely on that.
Have you heard of Bluey? It's Australian.
Is it the dog
cartoon?
Show?
Dog show?
I put it on for my dog when I leave.
The dog dad? I would fucking fuck his brains out.
I think it's just a matter of difference. So I think calling Alicorn Twilight fucking an abomination to the show's writing is kind of unvalid, in my opinion.
Oh my sweet Celestia! She can fly now!
Keyword, in my opinion. I don't want you bronies to be sending me fucking death threats. Speaking of death threats, I wouldn't be shocked if the community actually sent death threats to the show makers back then.
This is a message to all the freaking brony haters. Fuck you. You're stupid and you haven't even given the show a chance and you just freaking hate on it.
As I said, bronies went havoc back then by the end of season 3. Which goes to show how large the show and the community is. And with the popularity of the show, a lot of content creators risen up from the dead to make pony content. Now, I'm not going to talk about a lot of the content creators because, you know, all the drama they get into are practically just the same. I'm pedophile, I'm Mr. Pedo.
Can I have that, please?
Mando Pony was a very popular musician back then in the brony fandom. His rise to fame was pretty standard. He made some pony music back then for the fandom to listen to, and that gained a bit of traction.
Give me an independency. Give me a dash of my own tea.
Man, this shit kinda ass. And then he was getting steadily popular in the fan base. But as the fan base of the show was slowing down a little bit, like any other fan base of any other TV show, he decided to, hey, let's upgrade my content. So he made this Five Nights at Freddy's song called Survive the Night.
He performed a lot of songs like Survive the Night,
which right now stands at 48 million views. Holy shit, the Minecraft music video version has way more. $732,222,831. He made a bunch of FNAF songs during this era, which got him a lot of views. Millions each time he uploaded one. Why do they all have the same fucking faces each thumbnail? It reminds me of the Greg Heffley meme in the high school yearbook.
Well, you said you wanted to get the boat on the water this summer.
And just the same as any other nerdcore musicians, he made songs for Animal Crossing also.
The man of your dreams, baby.
What?
Come on, Isabel. It was only a matter of time.
Freaking Legend of Zelda, Gravity Falls, Luigi's Mansion, and Undertale.
It's a beautiful day outside.
The fuck is
Birds
this,
are
bro?
singing, flowers are blooming.
The corny ass fucking lines, bro.
Should be burning in hell.
But oh, of course, as his fame was rising up, he then took the steps of a Minecraft YouTuber because he became a...
She said she was 12!
Apparently he was texting a minor, which was 17 during that time, while he was 31, so, great job, buddy. You lost all your fame all during that moment. And I guess with that, you could say the same thing sort of happened with another YouTuber by the name of Animated James.
When I was born, my mom said, you'll be the greatest black guy until you're dead.
Now, you might know Animated James from a bunch of stuff, ranging from the Marvel musical fucking video.
I've been living in a third world country.
You talking about me? He also made C Students, which I'll probably make a video on that in the future.
Excuse me, guys. I need to use the bathroom.
Okay. Have a nice period.
And he made those My Little Pony vs. Sonic animations, which made him very, very popular. Now, I'm not really sure about all his dramas in the past and all that bullshit, but from what I can glance at an eagle sight, he got cancelled for looking at fart porn. Well, not looked at him, drew them, because you know, he's a fucking animator. He had a weird history of being a degenerate, as he inappropriately messaged his voice actors who were at the time a teenager while he was an adult. Which, in that reason, is why she doesn't want to be a voice actor for a show or a YouTube channel anymore. And since he drew these fucking Harley Quinn fart arts, he kind of... Just listen to this.
On the Andy Sonic DeviantArt, he also drew multiple pieces of fart porn featuring one of his IRL friends, which...
James, you can't do that! James, you can't do that! But then again, it's not really a surprise, because back then, he added a lot of really unnecessary sexual content within his videos. James, you gotta stop doing this, bro. I'm telling you, man, the signs were there.
Multiple pieces of fart porn featuring one of his IRL friends.
Such a shame, too, because if he didn't do all this shit and stayed consistent with his art and animations, he could have been a pretty big YouTuber. His animations were doing numbers back then. I mean, whatever wanks your diddle, I guess. You can make, I guess, as much fucking fart porn as you want. As long as it's with fictional characters.
Multiple pieces of fart porn featuring one of his IRL friends.
As I said, there aren't really a lot to talk about with, like, these YouTubers and such, because they're the same stories over and over and over again. I mean, the only ones that I can think of are the cringy ones, like fucking this.
Princess Twilight Sparkle was about to upgrade Applejack to Alicorn status.
Now let's move on to the stuff that the fandom did was weird, because I remember this one time, this guy did a whole presentation on why My Little Pony is 20% cooler or some fuck, I don't fucking know.
Baby, you just blew my mind.
What do you consider manly? Some would say Arnold Schwarzenegger and his muscles. Others would say Sylvester Stallone and his amazing jaw of justice. And some would even say Bruce Campbell and that chin. But what does an oddball such as myself consider manly? My Little Pony, friendship is magic.
There's legit just like an entire genre of people doing My Little Pony PowerPoints in front of like other people. And it's, I'll tell you, it's something.
Silence!
I'm not joking, there's a 1-hour compilation on YouTube that you can just watch right now, and it's just filled with these bronies doing PowerPoint presentations about why they love the show so much. I mean, I get that you want to express how the show means a lot to you, but like, there's gotta be some way to do that, right? That's not humiliating yourself in public. You could make YouTube videos about it. That's a bad idea.
Oh man, I love interacting with the kids.
In hindsight, this doesn't really harm anyone, so whatever. It's probably just a bit hard to watch from the classmates' point of view, so we're not really gonna hate on this guy. It's not like he's asking the voice actors, oh, Princess Celestia or Princess Butthole is a fucking molester.
God forbid a molester.
Now, what I think is really weird and not really okay is that there were a lot of comic dubs back then that was very, I guess you could say, sexually clickbaity. And judging by how many children actually used YouTube back then, and with the popularity of the show that's for children, I don't think it's really a good idea to put that kind of content there. Here, now, take a look at this.
Are you sure about this? It's gonna hurt. Yes, Rainbow. Please, do it. Oh, yes. Rainbow Dash. Yes.
You know, maybe YouTube Kids was a good idea.
Rainbow Dash.
Oh, yes. Rainbow
Yes.
Dash. But then again, this isn't specifically a brony problem, as any other fan base, as I said, has this problem, ranging from Undertale to Baldi's Basics.
General123 Bendy fan said, "Hey Baldy, what do you think about Cloudy Copter?
He makes a great wig in his cloud form. And now I'm not bald. Yay!
Yeah, I want to kill myself. These problems are less glaring with stuff like fanfiction, because they were normally posted on stuff like Wattpad and 4chan or whatever the fuck. I don't know where they're posted usually, but point being, at least they didn't post it in a platform where children can watch unfiltered content. This makes, I guess, fanfictions less problematic and more seen as weird and yeah, weird.
You're so red.
What? No, I'm not.
Fucking loser. And a good chunk of these fanfictions were just what-ifs of the show, so like Marvel's what-ifs. Like, I mean, I guess there's a bunch that had self-inserted OCs too. Those ones are something, I'll tell you that. Now, I just want to say something. Inserting yourself as an OC in a show's fanfiction is completely normal. It's just, in hindsight, it is just kind of fucking funny. But inserting yourself as an OC in a My Little Pony porn game, however, that's where it gets kind of problematic.
That's probably what would happen if I fucked Applejack.
Hey there, it's me, Walt Thomas, editing this video right now. And I live in a dorm, and I don't think the people at my dorm really wants to hear me talk about My Little Pony porn. So we'll give it like a code word, I guess, like, fuck game.
That's probably what would happen if I fucked Applejack.
Now, obviously, the main problem here isn't inserting yourself as an OC in this game, but it's the fact that you made a My Little Pony fuck game in general, so that's where the problem is. As I said, yes, this is a gooner game, and fun fact, the Brony community actually has their own, like, name for gooning. It's called clopping.
It's called clopping.
There isn't really much to say on this game, nor do I really want to talk about it for too long, since it goes in the same spectrum of problem as the pony comics, but, well, you just go around and go clopping. One time, me and my friend had a sleepover at my house, and we wanted to play horror games, but none of it hit like a dopamine, so we pulled out this game, and we got scared shitless. And with that conclusion, yes, you can obviously tell some bronies back then were kinda, yeah. With that said, what was the whole point of this video? Well, any fandom can be weird and have weird stuff going on it, especially with the rise of fandom culture on YouTube and the internet. But not all of it is bad. A lot of people actually make cool stuff like animations, music, songs, and but jokes aside, as much as people want to hate on bronies, they certainly made an impact on the internet, especially during the 2010s. There was a song back then called Brony Polka, and it was actually a pretty catchy and interesting song, as it's all of the fandom song combined into one singular music. And man, it sounds really good actually. I wonder who it's made by. Oh fuck!
Multiple pieces of fart porn featuring one of his IRL friends.
Human beings fascinate me, being just the way they are. Tell me, little pony, can you push a cart or drive a car? Lyre is my instrument, but humans strum their sweet guitar. It's a mystery. Anthropology.
Oh yes!
BB, you just blew my mind.